Last Sunday we celebrated the Pentecost. And today we celebrate the solemnity of the Most Holy Trinity. And next week we are celebrating the solemnity of the most precious body and blood of Christ. And in all these solemnities, especially this of today, the Holy Trinity, it's the one of most believed or accepted, dogma of the church, the Trinity. Even other denominations have no problem with it. Yet it's the one which is not, so much explained in the Bible. And sometimes I don't understand why it becomes difficult for people to understand the Eucharist, which is so much spoken about in the Bible, and they understand the Trinity. It's one of the things that confuses me a lot. And the only equivalent in the Bible is Jesus' instruction to his disciples to go into the world baptizing in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That is one which is more equivalent. The church teaches that the divine persons are relative to one another. Because of that unity, the Father is holy to the Son and holy in the Holy Spirit. On our first reading of today, which is taken from the book of Proverbs, it personifies wisdom. And maybe I'll give you an assignment. Most of the time I give people assignment and I don't come to mark them, but it's fine. So I want in your assignment today, go try to discuss why is wisdom personified as a woman, as a lady? Why does the Bible personify wisdom as a lady? That is your assignment. Anyway, we are told that the Lord possessed me from the beginning. He possessed wisdom. But another question is, why did the Lord possess her? This one I'm going to answer it. The reason the Lord possessed wisdom is because she is both God the Creator and at the same time the witness to creation. In other words, we are reminded that they are one and undivided. At the same time, each is unique. As humans, we only share or participate in God's wisdom. And I love the Psalms of today. It's one of my best Psalms. That God, what is man that you have created? What is so special in us that you have made us a little lower than the angels? And everything has been put under our care. I love that Psalm. Ask yourself, what is it? What is so special with us, we human, that God has made us spiritual? We are the only creatures that are spiritual in nature. Hence, ours is limited while God is absolute. The gospel of today, Jesus tells us or tells the disciples that when the Spirit of the Lord will come, he will reveal the truth. And the reason he is not revealing every truth to us is because we may not bear it. And this is very true, especially with us human. It's very hard to bear the truth. It's not easy. And even now, if I start revealing some truth, you will see some people waking up and leaving. Because truth is very painful. And Jesus says that I will send the Spirit so that he can reveal the truth to you. This means each and everyone bears witness to the same truth and confirms the work of the other. They are not separated by time or space. And the second reading, Paul tells us that the love of God is poured into our hearts by the Holy Spirit. Christ is the fullness of God's love. From this, we have some insight about what this union of the three divine persons look like. Each of them does their work, yet they remain one and undivided. This unity and love that exists between the Trinity is a lesson to us to remain in faith, not to be self-seekers. No member of the Trinity oppresses or takes advantage of the other members. In our families, in our places of work, in our Christian communities, we are called to imitate this type of love. We can live harmoniously together in this big family and universal church of Christ without bursting the ego of others or robbing them of their dignity and uniqueness. For us as humans, conflict are a part of us. Conflict is part of us. That misunderstanding we have is part of our life. However, when we confront them prayerfully as a united family, they help strengthen our unity. They help us understand the other more. Sometimes unless you touch Father Kibaki somewhere and you see his reaction, you can't know what makes him angry, It's true, by the way. Unless you say something and you see me laughing and laughing, then you can know, so this is what makes him happy, So these things, they make us understand the other person more and deeper. So, if we must remain united, we cannot resolve our conflicts through hatred, gossips, and unjust criticism of one another. Finally, today, we must learn from the three divine persons how to love and respect one another. This means complimenting and appreciating the effort of one another. Let us ask God to strengthen us that we can remain strong in our faith. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.